assets. And of course, the sovereign Russian assets, and now we are talking about around $300 billion, which are frozen on the bank accounts of the EU and the US, that these sum is not able to compensate all those damages which were caused by the Russian Federation. But this money has to be used as a part of the plan of restoration of Ukraine. And there were a few very important things in this speech. What are the consensus for Larry Savmes and for Zelikov and for other colleagues who they wrote the article in The Economist on why do we have to make the political decision on the confiscation of the Russian assets. So their position is that we need the political will to resolve this issue. There are no grounds, and they are actually breaking all the myths which are saying that we should wait for I don't know why, and then we are able to use this money. But they are against all these myths, and they say very simple things. First of all, we need the political will to confiscate the assets. Because when the Russian Federation show the aggression, they have no immunity for the prosecution. We can explain it in different ways from the point of view of legislation. The second thing is we need to understand on the mechanism on how this has to happen. Being afraid of the situation when we have so-called de-dollarization and similar things, I think that is ridiculous, and we should not pay attention to that. To justify the fact of this money being frozen and not using this money is not actually relevant, because this money is already ready to work in the interests of Ukraine, and moreover, it will take away the burden which we have on the budgets of the countries which are supporting Ukraine. And the final point, each of them in different ways, but they are saying that it is the important role belongs to the European Union, and the format of and the decision which will be made or by the European Union or by the European countries, and the way how we are going to use these assets depends on their decision. At the same time, on this panel, I've heard one more thing. I think I will use it to explain the final ideas of the Kiev Security Forum. So what I've heard that they are worried, they're concerned. And if we look on the general picture of a political picture, we are in the eye of the hurricane. The hurricane which is happening now can become bigger. And this threat of the global picture and the tendency to getting worse, it is obviously valid.